Hey everybody, welcome back to Jess Plays Paradise Killer. Let me check out a little bit on my... Alright, looks like my sound seems to be good. So I wandered around for a really long time, before I started recording, and I remembered, that I was like, there's gotta be something that'll give me a hint to where Henry's apartment is. And so I was looking at the notes and then I was like, oh yeah, he's actually the one who summoned the demons and that's why we have the dead zone. So I'm assuming it's in here. I haven't been in here in a while, so, like, I don't remember exactly what's in here, but, oh my god, though, guys. I was gonna update, last night, on Friday night Japan time, but what ended up happening was I, actually came home. I got home around, like, 9, I think. And I was like, oh, I'm gonna, sit down for a second and think about, like, if I want to make dinner or whatever, and then decide, like, get set up and do the recording. But what ended up happening was that I completely fell asleep on my couch and woke up this morning. So, sorry everybody. I accidentally did that, and so now I'm gonna record this on Saturday morning and post it Saturday afternoon, probably. So sorry everybody about that. I just, Okay, Henry's apartment, ground zero for the demonic invasion a decade ago. This is where the demon possessed him. He killed his mother and allegedly killed Grace bloodlines. Demons spilled out and corrupted the island. This concrete sarcophagus was built to contain the spread. As soon as the demonic corruption took hold, it marked the beginning of the end for Island Sequence 24.
Got it.
Which truths are contained within?
Got it.
Okay, can I go in? Oh, right, the door isn't there. Okay. So I have the code for the safe.
Sure.
Talked at Ritual Circle, presumably where Henry conducted the ritual that caused his possession.
I have a bad feeling about this.
Chalked symbols, candles, and statues of gods. Can't beat the classics when you're conducting an illegal ritual. Okay, there's the safe. I might want to check around just to make sure I didn't miss anything.
I don't like this.
The corpse of Rena Division, Henry's mother. He killed her via strangulation. Looks like the corpse was left here when the corruption happened and the area was evacuated. He's been decomposing for 10 years. No more evidence here. I don't know. I mean, you could maybe get, like, bone evidence or something. This is one of those things where it's, like, deceptively, like, it's deceptively kind of like an okay, nice apartment. But it's, but, like, everything... What is it? What does the material parts of it matter if you don't have, like, spiritual, freedom? And I don't know what I was trying to think of there. Okay, this isn't your case files. Henry. Well, I guess I should maybe just look at this first. I may not have to put it in. Yeah. Okay.
Glad to be back.
It unlocked! Proof that it pays to be nice to people sometimes. Let's see what a citizen like Henry would be hiding in a safe. The Grimoire of Majida. A bit of light reading.
Sure.
This book predates the Great Betrayal. It was written by a scholar of the esoteric, Majida. She was famed for learning how to communicate with the gods and hold cosmic communes with them.
Don't test me.
This should be for the restricted vault of the Syndicate's
The
library.
investigator is here.
Yudi accessed the restricted area a decade ago. Did he take this? I guess this is the book Henry said he was given. This might prove that his possession was aided. Someone wanted the island to be invaded by demons, but why? Interesting. I also, when I was wandering around, I found a, oh, this is the, it's larger than mine. That's all I gotta say about that. Okay. So, let's go up again, see if there's anything else I missed up here. I don't think there is, but you never know. And then I want to go back up because I realized when I was wandering around and then I was like, oh yeah, I gotta go to the dead zone. I realized that there's a bunch of nightmare computers that are locked at Sam's, and I want to try and open them now that I have a bunch of different I mean, obviously I don't think I'm playing this game optimally, right? Like, I'm sure there are ways that you can get through all this stuff quicker and, like, you know, whatever. But the thing is, I'm enjoying it. I like the atmosphere. I like the music. And it's fun to wander around and kind of, like, think about what's going on. I was down there a while. But anyway, so there's a bunch of computers back here that are locked, and so I want to try hacking them. Yeah. Here we go! I guess this is worship? This, and this, and this, and torso? Torso? And I need to think for the... Oh, maybe. Is it not this one? Oh, okay, it's not that one. I made an assumption. Maybe it's this? Yeah, okay, it's this, and then there's one going the other way. Yeah, there we go, okay. And this one is... these legs. And this. And... this? Okay. Alright. These are pyramids? Right? Okay. Pyramids. No, that's not it. No. Okay, these and these. Okay, cool. Alright, got it. I was overthinking that one. Pile bunker gauntlets. These might come in handy. Okay, what's in? Okay, more pyramids. Boom, 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 boom. Bump, 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 bump. 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 And then... little pyramids. Oh, not these. Not these. No. That one. And this one. Okay. Open safe. There's a lump of non-human flesh inside. Interesting. Okay. Sam's still got a pair of bunker gauntlets kicking around. Once an assassin, always an assassin, I guess. They're well used. Looks like they only have one charge left in them. They'll probably come in handy. I'll borrow them for a bit. Oh no. This is gonna be a thing I'm gonna have to use. Sam is a safe locked by a nightmare computer. Seems excessive.
That's weird.
There's a lump of flesh in here! It sure isn't human. I can feel the cosmos when I look at it.
Got it.
Looks like this has been carved off of something. What is this related to? I need to find out more before questioning Sammy. Okay, pile bunker gauntlet. High-end destructive weapon that can punch through thick material. Only has one use left in it. Oh, okay, I'm gonna punch through a wall, I guess. Alright, so I can't talk to him yet. I need to get more evidence. Evidantes. Whee! Whee! Alright, who can I talk to about this? Alright, I got some stuff from Akiko. Or, no, not Akiko. Henry has shit to say to me. Henry wants to talk, Witness wants to talk, Doom Jazz wants to talk, Yudi wants to talk. The closest person, I believe, is Witness? Yeah. Witness, Yudi, and the Marshal, and then... Or no, is that Marshall or Carmelina? Might be Carmelina. And then Doom Jazz, and then we'll go all the way out and see Henry. Okay, sounds good. We are plotting our play dates for the day. Whee! Bonk. I gotta figure out, we're getting to the point now where, like, it's less, like, everything I find doesn't make, like, 7 million people want to talk to me. You know. Open that, okay. Which makes it a little bit easier. Hang on a sec. Witness lives over here, right? Is there syndicate apartments? Yes. I'm assuming I'm gonna ask him about the hiring,
Crime cannot hide.
Why did you want Crimson to get the key to the second seal?
What?
I didn't. You're lying. I have testimony that you not only asked her to get the key, but that she gave it to you as well. That simply isn't true. I have almost nothing to do with Miss Acid. She's lying to you, Lady Loved Eyes. You are being played. Have you got the key?
The gods are displeased.
I didn't even know the second seal required a key. I don't have it. You're lying. I am not Lady Loved Eyes. Miss Acid is tricking you. She's turning us against each other. Why? It's your job to find out. Were you and Carmelina married 25 years ago?
What?
No. We had fallen apart a few years before that. Why do you ask? Apparently, she went into isolation for a year about 25 years ago.
Surely this is a joke.
I remember that. I have no idea what she was doing. She likes to lose herself in her work. She said she was working on a project and didn't want to be disturbed.
Got it.
Was full isolation unusual? A little, but I didn't pay much attention. Syndicate's fall from grace was a bigger concern.
Ooh, the investigator is here.
Where did she isolate herself? She has always built herself little hideaways in the islands, places she wouldn't be disturbed. I don't know where it was. You asked Crimson to get the key to the second holy seal from KHX.
What?
No, Witness, I'm losing my patience.
Crime cannot hide.
By asking her to do that, and by her account, taking a copy from her, you're the prime suspect for who went through it.
Of course no.
I did nothing of the sort. You're denying all of it, or you're just going to go through... Oh, wait, hold on. You're denying all of it, or just the part about going through the seal?
This island is full of sinners.
All of it! I had nothing to do with Miss Acid's preposterous story, or the second seal.
Don't test me.
No desire to cooperate at all. I can't cooperate with a fabrication. Alright, well that's cool. We'll hang out. What was it like growing up at the Chaos Palace?
The gods are watching
Character
us.
building. It was an insane network of twisting geometry. I did not see the outside world until I fled for the Syndicate with Ezekiel. I had no concept of time. It gave me a unique perspective of the world. Do you miss the Chaos Palace?
The gods are radiant.
I was constantly on the edge of insanity in that place. The dimensions and space within the hallowed halls forever twisted and reconfigured. I would pass gibbering wrecks of people as I went about my duties. The mind is a fragile thing, and nowhere tested that fragility more than the Chaos Palace. What happened to it?
Blasphemy.
It was sacked during the Great Betrayal. Humanity stepped out of the light of the gods and steeped itself in sin. Great monuments to our holy benefactors were torn down. The Chaos Palace was reduced to rubble and then used to build Alexander's cities. That palace never should exist again, but I despair at what we have lost.
Sure.
I sometimes think we all live in our own Chaos Palaces. I live in something of a Chaos Palace myself. The gods can lead us out. Okay. Bye, witness.
Other gods work in esoteric ways.
Okay. Now we're gonna go talk to... who are we gonna go talk to next? Okay, we're gonna talk to Carmelina, and then Doom Jazz, and then we'll go talk to... Alrighty. I think Yudi wants to talk to us also. If I remember correctly, Carmelina's over here.
Halt! What do you want, freak?
I don't like this.
Architect Carmelina Toilet.
Hey, Carmelina, sup? Yudi claims that the reality folding drive caused a comms blackout last night. Is that something that can happen with the reality folding drive?
I beg your pardon?
Why are you asking me? The drive is operated by Masahiro Heavy Industries, but none of their representatives are left on Paradise. You're the architect, so I thought you might know something. I can't help you with the specifics, but there have been instances of the drive causing blackouts at the end of an island.
The investigator is here.
Did you experience one last night? No. They are localized, though, so it isn't to say it didn't happen. The drive performs a burst of power to each island. It throws a lot of radiation and particles out into the air. If Yudi was in a patch of radiation, it would have caused the blackout temporarily.
I don't like this.
Do you think it is convenient that it happened right around the time of the murder?
I am the leader.
Do you? That's what I'm trying to work out. Yudi is a loyal member of the Syndicate. You'd do well to focus on the real suspect instead. Can I ask you something, Architect? What is it? How can you be so sure that the next island will be perfect? There are no certainties in architecture and design. Both are nebulous and subjective. We can never be sure that the design of the next island will be perfect.
Got it.
Why are people calling it Perfect 25? The mind always looks for reassurance, something concrete to hold on to. The world is chaotic and the people crave respite.
Craft is its own reward.
We believe we have solved the problem of demonic corruption. The Syndicate seized upon this as a sign of success, a sign of perfection. Do you think it will be perfect?
We have achieved perfection.
As close as we've come to it. The Syndicate has so many problems to solve with the islands. Our work is always undermined by the threat of demonic corruption. We cannot do our holy work while our home rots around us.
Sure.
Can the Syndicate cope if Perfect 25 fails? It won't fail. Hypothetically.
Believe what you want.
Concentrate on your investigation. Let me worry about perfection. Alright, bye Carmelina. So I put together that the dude on the Perfect 25 Island, whenever we find a whiskey thing, is our ex-husband. I need to go down to Doom Jazz. So I figured that out. And I guess his new wife or girlfriend or whatever is the other lady. Not 100% sure what that means, though. Wait, I can talk to Sam now? Whatever, we'll go to Sam last. Hey Doom Jazz, hey. I could take the elevator, but it would be more fun to just jump. Over there. Okay. Hello, elevator. I am not going to take you. We ka-chonk. Sup, stud?
Don't hesitate, Jess.
Did you experience a comms blackout last night from the reality folding drive burst? Can't say I did. They're pretty unusual. Well, we're hanging out. Got a sec? Can you feel it in the air? You been spraying pheromones again?
The island is about to end.
The island's about to end. This may be the last time we talk before you and Judge determine who's guilty. Sad to see the island die.
Theoretically,
I'm more worried about Perfect 25. A new island allowed us to have a new start. Make some changes. It's healthy to have a change of scenery. Frees the mind.
I see.
If 25 is perfect, there's no more starts. No more new starts. Not worrying about demonic evasions will take a load off the mind, though. What if the island is built on bad foundations? Don't worry your pretty little head, Doc. I'm here to breathe life back into paradise.
Wonderful.
I managed to not proposition you this time as well.
Oh, I'm glad to be back.
I came to proposition you. Lady Lup, stop talking. Hell yeah! It's been wonderful to see you again. Don't. You were never any good at the conversation afterwards.
Fabulous.
Take this, but save it until you're off duty. Hell yeah, flamboyant wine. Maybe I'll see you on the next island.
Fabulous.
I hope so. Did Nebula's freedom letter, rich and full-bodied. Good mouthfeel, lingers on the tongue. Hell yeah. Thanks. I mean, he is a good-looking dude. Like, everybody in this game is good-looking, but, like... This guy's, like, my type. Oh, right, that's his thing. I need to go to the... I always like it when they give you a chance to be, like, slutty with everybody or not. Like, I love having that choice. That freedom to determine parts of the character myself. Ultimately, I am a transformative fan of fiction, and therefore I enjoy being able to add some of my own preferences into how characters I play navigate the narrative. I was trying to think of a way to say it that wasn't as clunky as navigate the narrative, but I couldn't come up with one.
You know it.
Hey, dude. Do you know why a book that you took from the library was in Henry's safe? Nothing to do with me.
Paradise feels wrong.
Henry says a stranger passed him a forbidden book and told him to keep it a secret. That book is one you accessed.
Nonsense.
Not sure you could prove that, freak. If I remember correctly, the library vaults only record entry and exit, not what was read or taken.
I have a bad feeling about
That's
that.
opportune, don't you think? Don't be snide with me. Did you access the library vault and give forbidden books on demonology to Henry? No.
The facts and the truth.
You're the only one of the suspects who aspect the vault. It doesn't mean the book came from me. Got time to chat? We make this the last time. You ever been in love, Yudi?
Don't be snide with me.
Love doesn't offer anything. Love constrains ambition. It blinds you to your goal. Oh my god, I feel like I'm... Guys, do you know the Ambition series? Because, oh my god. I may have to play that sometime, like the parts of it that remain. Because it is a trip. It's definitely squarely in so bad it's good category. And it has this, like, big sprawling mythos across a bunch of different Flash games made by this, like, very opinionated man with very questionable art skills who is in Canada, I think. They're absolutely incredible. I encourage you to possibly look them up. Sometimes they have, like, these really, like, catchy tunes, too. Like, I remember, like, what was it? Ride or Die was the name of it? Or, like, Drive or Die? Or something like that. Read or Die. And, in that one, like, it had a really cool kind of, like, boom, boom, boom kind of, like, song at the beginning. Oh my god, they're so funny, and no one acts like real people, and the ways to get the correct answers are so esoteric and bizarre. Like, I love them. I may play them sometime. I may play them sometime with Nate and see if we can get his reactions to them, because they're insane. Oh. Alright, let's think about whether I agree with this. Whether love blinds you to ambition. And I don't. I think it could, possibly, but it also could be your ambition. Love can make you understand more about yourself and others.
You got nothing on me.
I understand myself and others just fine. Some of us are rulers, and the rest are meant to be ruled. The world is very simple, freak. You people confuse yourselves with love and affection. Dulls your senses and stops you from achieving excellence.
I have a bad feeling about this.
If you open your heart, you open your mind. Goodbye, freak. Goodbye, Yudi. Relationship increased. Guess that's the last time we can talk to him. We've maxed out his social link. For me personally, I feel as though you can 100% love and also be ambitious. And I know this because that's very much how I am myself. It depends, like, I'm not super ambitious about every single thing, but I am ambitious in general. And so when I want to do something, usually I find that, like, love becomes more of like a support for that, and is more one of the things that can help me maintain motivation toward my ambitions, as opposed to, you know, stuff that's just doing it on my own. So yeah, that's kind of how I feel. Hi.
Henry Division.
I found a forbidden tome about demonology in your apartment. What are you doing with it?
What fucking ever?
Are you for fucking real? Is this one big fucking joke? What the fuck do you think I was doing with it? Propping up a table? I was doing some fucking demon fuckingology!
Oh,
Who gave it to you? A stranger. We met through this already.
don't test me.
Is this where your memory fails you? Don't get cute. Hey, Henry, you wanna hang out? Let's talk, Henry.
Are you fucking kidding me?
Okay, what the fuck is up with the slaughter ritual? Citizens don't get to go to the next island, so a ritual takes place where the citizens are sacrificed to the gods. The temple becomes awash with blood, and the psychic energy of the deaths is directed to the gods by the High Priestess.
Are you fucking kidding me?
Don't you think that is really fucked up? Yeah, it's the worst part of this whole thing. Perfect 25 should end it. No more dead islands.
I'm shocked.
Oh, but a
Stunned.
big fucking load of kidnapped citizens through, right? Oh, though, sounds real perfect.
Whatever you fucking say.
Sonotori. Whatever. Relationship increased. While I'm here, I might as well hang out with Akiko, too.
Grand Marshal.
Hi.
14.
You want to chill? You want to hang out?
I'll kill you.
Got it.
Do you do anything outside of soldiering? Why are you so interested to know? We're all part of the syndicate. I'm trying to establish a friendship.
Che.
Why would I want to have a friendship with a Dobitokule like you? Friends and relationships expand our worldview. They can also provide comfort and support.
Rahat,
Sure.
Just tell me something about yourself. Do you have a pet?
you're trying to find the wrong truth.
A pet? Fine. 2 goldfish. There we go. We're getting somewhere. What are their names?
Do you want to die?
I'm not telling you that.
That's weird.
What drew you to fish? Did you have them as a kid?
Fish bros.
In the barracks, just after I was taken in by the new Night Army. I looked after them while I adjusted to military life.
The investigator is here.
Do you miss those days? War is no place for children. For children, Prost. I did what I had to. What about... That's it! I'm done! No more! Goodbye, Nanorochito! Relationship decreased.
Turfa.
Sure.
Is there something else? No, it's nothing. Akiko, it seemed like you had something you wanted to say earlier.
Hot.
There's nothing,
I
Nenorochito.
don't like this.
Spit it out, we're both busy. Do you know something about someone on the island?
Nenorochito.
Fine. It's about Crimson.
That's strange.
What about her? She came to me in secret to ask about becoming a marshal.
Rahat.
I don't give this information up lightly, Nenorochito.
Soldiers of honor.
She used to be a fine soldier. She was blessed by the gods for her role in repelling the 19th Island invasion.
Fish cross.
I'm the only syndicate member allowed to be a marshal. There's nothing I could do for her.
What the hell?
Why are you telling me this? Henry is your only suspect.
Nenorochito.
Henry did it, no doubt. I'm just telling you that there may be someone who would benefit from him doing it. I'll look into it. Thank you, Akiko. Bye. Bye, Henry. Okay, I don't think the music out here is diegetic. Although it might be, who knows. And then once you cross this, diegetic music comes back in. Or maybe not. Maybe it's the next thing. Okay, so I'm assuming we can go talk to Crimson now, although I'm gonna go back and talk to Sam again. Crimson's on the way, though. I'm also debating, too... okay. I was thinking maybe the non-human flesh had... Ooh, I wonder if the non-human flesh can get me into the pyramid. Ooh, let's go try that. There were also some nightmare computers that I didn't do before. That I really wanna... I can remember where they are. The last couple of episodes I recorded all in one bulk, and then this is my first one that I'm doing coming back after that bulk. So, you know, that's kind of where I'm at right now. I might do some more today. Might do some more bulk recording today. We'll see. See how I feel. We'll be a good person and take the elevator this time. I mean, I know I've said this before, but like it really does seem like the conceit of this game is that you have enough evidence that you could pin it on whoever you wanted to. It determines, you know, who you want to make responsible for it. All I know right now is that I'm not gonna... If I get to choose, I'm not gonna go after, Lydia and Sam. Because I like them. They're my favorites so far. Okay, so, let's go with... This is Goat. Okay. I do like the music out here. This one I know is... where's the other fucking horn? Oh, it's right next to it. And then we got pyramids. Star. We got Cosmos. Boom, boom, boom. And ship. This one? Maybe. Alright, I know it's this and this. This one? Yeah, okay, and then we got... Is it these? No. This one? And this one? Cool, alright. Okay. Let's go in! We're going in! Pyramid time! Oh. Oh shit. I was told there was a god in here, but apparently there's one actually in here. Well then. Crying grudge. Why am I plagued by insects? You don't seem particularly fazed by meeting a god. I'm having a strange day. It's been a rather strange week, don't you think? So, one time I was at work, and my boss turns to me. He's sitting next to me, and he turns to me and goes, "Hey, Jess, it's been a strange week." And I was like, "Yeah, it sure has been, man." And he goes, "No, I mean it's been and he leans in, strange week." And I was like, "Uh-huh." And then he turns around to my other coworker on his other side, and he's like, "Dang it!" He's like, "Oh, what was the thing that Viren said? Viren told us to tell Jess." And I was like, "Do you mean it's been a special week? Like, the horse girl?" And he's like, "Oh, that's what it was!" It was really good. I'm having a strange day. This isn't the weirdest thing I've done. Too many of you have come to see me these last few years, exploiting my weakened state. Ooh. You're Mad King, obsessed little shit. The Masked Man, sneaky one, that one. The woman that builds. She's pure in her goals. I admire her. And now you. Who are you? I'm the investigator. What are you investigating?
Ah,
Last night someone murdered the council. The Mad King is dead?
that's strange.
Why do you refer to Montserrat as mad? He believed he was more than he was. Anyone like that is mad. He doubled down on his madness, though. His plans for the next island? The arrogance. Who was the masked man that came to see you? Are all of you like him? Why live like that? You need to find why he took my flesh from me. Do you have a name? The one that oversees the end of an island. I've met him before. He came to me recently.
What the hell?
Witness? What did he want? Who the hell else would have had a mask? Loved eyes. My flesh.
The investigator is here.
Why? The key to a lock. Same as the woman. You called her a builder. Do you mean Architect Carmelina? She is more creative. She had a better plan. What plan are you talking about? The flesh was fused with another. My body lives elsewhere on this island. Is this your flesh? My body. That was the strip the masked man took.
Sure.
How can you be so sure? Look at this wound. They match. Anyone else stop by to tear a strip off? When the Mad King wasn't so mad, he used my flesh to make the lock. He wore it on a pendant. No one can open the lock without him. What lock? The Mad King's fourth holy seal. You need my flesh to pass through it. What do you know about someone possessed by a demon? I can feel him out there. The anger emanating is like smog. Did he get some of your flesh? He didn't come here, but who can say? Leave me. I'm bored of you. Who breached the fourth holy seal? The fourth holy seal requires godliness to get through. I need to find out how someone tricked the seal. Well, I mean, we know. But, I said leave me. Alright, okay, fine, fuck. Thought maybe we could hang out. Damn, dude. We should have a lot of people that we can talk to now. There should be quite a few people with things to say. Yeah, that's what I fucking thought. Okay. Oh, man. Big reveals, y'all. Alright, let's talk to Doom Jess first, because we're here. And maybe we can get laid again. Hi. I'm back for seconds. What do you know about the Fourth Holy Seal? Not a thing, Love Dice. Council secrets and all that. Aww. Got a sec? See you on the next island, as long as the truth you've made doesn't include me. Okay. You've maxed him out. Oh well. Sometimes you get one. I wonder if there's anyone else I can fuck on this island. Hmm. I like that thought. I did a stupid. Okay, so who's closest next? Carmelina? She's around here some. She's no. She's over here. Hi, let me in again.
What do you want, freak?
I have a bad feeling about this.
Architect Carmelina Silent.
Want to tell me what you were doing carving flesh from a god?
I am the leader.
How dare you accuse me of a vile crime like that? That is the height of heresy.
When love dies,
Crying Judge said it himself.
It is cowardly to
No
delay
such thing
this
happened.
murder.
I think it did.
Do your job.
Then you will need some evidence. You're accusing the leader of the syndicate of the worst crime imaginable.
I'm glad to be back.
Temporary leader? What do you know about the Fourth Holy Seal?
Craft is its own reward.
Nothing, Investigator. It is not my place to know. If no one knows how to get into the council building and the next island is already built with the new council building, how will the new council get into it? A good question. If the seals on the next island cannot be breached, we will rebuild the council building. The perfect next island already sounds less than
We
perfect.
have achieved perfection.
Perfection requires adaptability. We will adapt. Okay. You're not wrong, but you're also not right. Let's hang out. Can I ask you something?
Craft is its own reward.
I want to give you something, Investigator.
That's strange.
An eye? It's the eye of a worshipper of the Blood Dancer. It's been preserved and reformatted into a storage
We
device.
have achieved perfection.
The chronicles of Blood Dancer have been imprinted onto it. By examining the crevices of the eye, you may learn about the god.
Is this a fact?
Blood Dancer caused multiple planet-wide genocides as he perfected his insane technology.
How dare you?
There are always sacrifices for progress, Investigator. I don't know if that's true, Architect. Depends on your priorities. A life lived purely for others denies your true self. A life lived in balance sees a glimpse of potential. Lack of balance hurts others and denies you of valuable experiences.
This is nonsense.
That depends on your definition of valuable. Again, not wrong, but also not right.
Craft is its own reward.
Please go and enjoy the island, Lady Love Dies. Though it may learn... Through it, you may learn more about yourself. Thank you for your time, Architect. Alright, we should be maxed now. A gift from Carmelina, a preserved eye which had the Chronicles of the Blood Dancer recorded on it. Okay, cool. We've maxed out her levels. We've maxed Yudi, we've maxed Doom Jazz. We've maxed Carmelina. Let's see here. Let's go see Witness. Night comes on very suddenly here. Ooh, I like this song. Is this like a new song? It's a good one. I think what I might do is I might end on talking to Sam this time. You know, I'm gonna talk to Witness here, and then I'm gonna talk to Crimson, and then I'm gonna talk to Sam, and I guess we'll end there.
Witness to the end.
What do you know about the Fourth Holy Seal? Nothing, Lady Lovedeyes. It is one of the Council's secrets. A god told me you went and carved off some flesh. What's up with that? Not your concern.
The facts and the truth are not the same.
I vehemently disagree.
Of course not.
Fine.
Another sinner.
The islands die, and I want to know why. Demons come to us and rot our triumphs. Do gods attract them? Does keeping one in the island make demonic invasions more likely? Why carve his flesh? Seems like a sin. I needed to study it.
I am still bathed in the glory of the gods.
You could feel the cosmos when you look at the flesh of one of our lords. He is linked to the stars. Is he a magnet?
Got it.
What did you find? Nothing.
The gods are displeased.
The holiness of a lord should never have been questioned. Can I verify this is true?
What?
I conducted the research in private.
Got it.
I don't like the sound of this witness. Want to chat? What else do you remember of the Great Betrayal?
The gods are watching us.
I understood what salvation is. I was married to another inhabitant of the palace. A wonderful woman, but she chose heresy over the gods. I do not blame her. It was a troubling time. The whole world changed. Temptation of a new life drove us apart. I refused to abandon our heavenly masters. She chased me throughout the Chaos Palace, determined to take my life.
The gods are watching us.
Ezekiel saved me. We found a way out as the palace was attacked and we were free. We had no idea what daylight or time was, but we knew we had to find the remaining believers. We wandered the desert for many days until we met a small caravan of worshippers. We went with them and found the start of the Syndicate. We became obsessed with growing the Syndicate. And now you work only for the gods? The Syndicate's work is holy work. Without the Syndicate, the gods will never rise again.
The end times are looming.
There is a balance, however. Ezekiel saved me, and now I must save the Syndicate.
That's weird.
Save? How are you going to save it? Too many of us have forgotten to adhere to the ways the Silent Goat has taught us. When was the last time you did a full prayer routine?
I am still bathed in the glory of the gods.
I will evangelize these values on the new island and bring us back into the light. In order for that to happen, you need to do your job, Lady Lovedeyes. Let us not do social calls until the next island.
Got it.
Understood. Maybe I'll see you on the next island.
What?
Maybe? The truth I find about the murder may involve you, Witness.
The end times are looming.
A devoted servant like myself has nothing to fear. Okay, we've hung.
The gods are radiant.
Cool. Thanks, bud. We're BFFs with everybody! We're so popular! Okay. Let's... Okay. Let's go see Crimson. And then we'll go back and talk to Sam.
Crimson acid.
What do you know about the Fourth Holy Seal?
Don't be coy.
It's an open secret. It requires some sort of godliness to get through. An open secret? Word got out a while back. From who? Not sure, it just kind of bubbled up. Someone probably got loose-lipped after a drink. So everyone in the Syndicate would know how to breach it? Not the specifics, but if anyone says they don't know anything about it, they're lying. Trying to cover their asses now that you're here. Time to uncover some asses. Hell yeah! Asses all around! Go get 'em, Tiger. You still read much, lady? Not a lot to read in the Idle Lands. Let me give you this. One of the citizens we brought up to this island was carrying a few volumes of it. It's my new favorite. Oh god, is it manga? Yes! Nagoshi's helicopter? A humble designer dreams about flying a helicopter through the city. Looks good. Does he achieve his goal? You need to read it to find out. What did you miss most in Exile? Honest, whiskey, nostalgic, you guys. I'm gonna take a quick screenshot of this because this is really good. I'm gonna say you guys. I'm gonna be nice. The old gang. They live in the shadow of genocidal gods. Praise be, of course, but you guys made it better.
Good work.
It was a different time back then. The islands were a mess, but it was us against the world. The Syndicate got too comfortable, too predictable. That's why last night happened. A lot of good times on the old islands. Immortality was a fun thing to experiment with. Endless possibility. People started settling down, though. Didn't end because you got exiled. Is this about me getting married? Partly. All the Syndicate got boring in one way or another.
Thank you.
Montserrat started cracking the whip about building better islands. Akiko got a stick up her ass. Doomjazz only knows so many tricks. I'm glad you got married and found happiness, but you left me behind.
Sorry.
I didn't realize. I thought we were just fooling around. We were. I enjoyed it, but I wanted it to last longer. Yeah, that happens sometimes. I'm getting late again today. It's been an eon, but we could pick up where we left off. If only once before this island ends. Don't be a tease, lady. I'm not teasing.
Thank you.
Just a one-time thing, right? I'm solving a mass murder of the council after being in exile. I'm not in a place to make long-term life decisions. Works for me. Hell yeah, get laid twice. I missed you, Crimson. I missed you too, lady. Remember, this was a one-time thing. We keep it business now. We'll see what happens on the next island. Hell yeah. Crimson's favorite manga, Nagoshi's Helicopter. It's the story of a mild-mannered designer that dreamed of flying a helicopter through the city. Okay, yeah. It does indeed. It is indeed called Nagoshi's Helicopter. I like that Nagoshi is written as, like, transcending your name. Hilarious. Okay. Let's go head up to Sam's. Maybe? Wait, actually, I may stop here for right now. let me go up towards Sam's and we'll stop there. So I'm gonna have to go in a minute. I think that's pretty good. We met a god and got laid twice. I think that's great. I think we did a great job, and we deserve a round of applause. I forget if Lydia has anything she wants to say to us. She does. So let's stop here, and we will save right here. Alright everybody, thank you very much for joining me this week. I can't guarantee that there's going to be as much romance next time. Well, maybe there will be, but just not with us specifically. It'll be between the day breaks, I guess. But yeah, I will see you guys next time. Take it easy, and have a fabulous, week? Life? Winter? Anyway, thanks for coming, guys. Bye!